But I dated a comic for a minute. I wouldn't name names because I'm a complete bitch, but you've never heard of him, and he's never going to be famous. But he was one of those guys who actually had performance issues. Yeah, and it was one of those nights where I was like, hey, do you have any condoms? And he was like, I came. Wait for it. Yeah, okay. And I dated a country boy for another minute, which is weird because I don't like camping. But before things got serious, I asked him what his place was like, and he was like, "Oh, it's just a country place." I was like cute country or like tetanus shot country? So it could go either way. That relationship was fairly short-lived because he was a Republican, so we had this really awkward pregnancy scare. Sweet. Couple of you, that's all I'm going for. That was, I finally did go back to his place, and the damnedest thing happened. I would love to tell you that I broke up with this guy, but I didn't. He actually ended the relationship because every time I came over, his cat protested by taking a shit on his pillow. That pussy had him wrapped around her fucking finger. Bitch. I did go on a date recently with a real grown-up. I was super proud of myself. It's my definition, a man who both owns and knows how to operate an iron. So we went back to his place, like you do on a first date. I walked in, and it's just one twin air mattress in the corner. Hurricane of clothes all over the fucking house. Half-empty bottle of Jack Daniels right next to the antipsychotic medication. It was disgusting. I didn't even look for my panties the next morning. Super fun stuff. I gotta tell you, I've fucked a statistically significant number of men, and I think it's time that we just realize that men don't care. Ladies, they don't. You can actually fart on a man's face in your period panties and he's still gonna have sex with you. Okay, if it comes to that, stop worrying about your hair, your eyebrows, or whose baby it was. Nobody cares. Cosmo fucking magazine every month publishes like 101 ways to make sex more exciting for your man, and all I see is 101 ways to make dinner more exciting for your Labrador. I mean, you can do it, but why? You know, people ask me all the time, like, what the fuck is wrong with your generation? Majoring in art history, moving back in with your parents, having all kinds of abortions. Like, listen, it's not my fault, okay? I got my period the same year Bill Clinton explained to the country the difference between getting a little BJ and cheating on his wife. I have some issues to work out. That's my sexual experience. I have a hard time communicating with men that I date, and I've decided that I'm giving up on this whole, like, why are you mad at me, sweetheart bullshit thing. I'm done with that. If I'm pissed, I'm just going to take a shit on his pillow. It works so well for the cat. Alright, I'm gonna leave you guys on this one. Before I quit my job, this is the reason I get on stage, guys, actually. Before I quit my job, I had the life experience of needing to call into work pregnant. Yeah, so I called in, I'm like, listen, I'm gonna need a couple of days. And my boss said, oh my god, you sick? I said, well, something's taken over my body, and if I don't get rid of it right away, it's gonna take over my entire life. I tell that joke in Clayton, North Carolina, and Statesville, North Carolina. And I'll tell you, it's a hard joke, because abortion is a tragedy. Except when it's not. That experience, more than any other, made me so thankful to be an American, because I've heard what those poor women in places like Afghanistan and Oklahoma have to go through. And it's fucking tragic. Thank you so much, Petra.